You are now watching I Shot Him 6 Times YouTube horror movie channel.
I shot him 6 times!
What's going on, horror fanatics? Welcome to I Shot Him 6 Times YouTube horror movie channel. As you know, I'm your host and creator of the channel, Marcus. If you have not done so already, please shoot this video a like. It helps out with the YouTube algorithm a ton. As well as if you're a new viewer to this channel, please shoot that subscribe button as well as that notification icon so you get all the latest content updates to the channel. So on Friday afternoon, Scream 6 released a new poster art for the film. It's beautiful poster art that we see of Ghostface with the knife towering down and over New York City. But what is even more important about this poster art is the clue that is revealed on the TV screen where you see the newscaster. And if you zoom in on that screen, you can read, it says grisly murders in the city. McKenzie family found murdered in a series of stabbings. Now, some of you may ask, why is that important? Well, the reason why that is important is for two reasons. Is one, Liv McKenzie from Scream 5, her character, and two, because the McKenzie name has been in the Scream franchise since Scream 1996. Now, what is also important as well is to take into account that Scream 2 was supposed to feature the killers copycatting the events of Woodsboro. Now, why that is significant is for a couple reasons. Is we don't know for sure if this newscasting is in relation to Liv McKenzie's family or her character. We don't know that at all. And if it turns out that it's not, then what that shows is that whoever these Ghostface killers are, they are most likely going to be copycatting the most recent events from Woodsboro, the Woodsboro murders that happened in Scream 5. However, I will say this, that is going to be the most unlikely scenario, as if you look at the cast list, obviously there is nobody else with any similar names to any other characters that died in Scream 5. So in my opinion, I do think that this newscast that we see with the reporter talking about these murders could potentially be tied to Liv McKenzie and her family. Now obviously it could just be an entirely new McKenzie family in Scream 6 that might be featured. That might be the reason why Ghostface is deciding to do this and go after Samantha and everybody else. But I do think that it might have some type of connection to Liv McKenzie and Scream 5. And I just feel that way because I just don't feel like they would put that in there if it wasn't supposed to tie into something, you know, that was already into the franchise. I don't believe they would do that at all, especially with a whole new McKenzie family that we know nothing about. There's no characters outside of Liv McKenzie with the McKenzie name that we really got introduced to in the franchise. So for them to just flat out somewhat introduce a new McKenzie family without revealing, you know, any family members, it just wouldn't sit right with me in Scream 6. It wouldn't sit right with me at all. I think you would almost have to have this clue be in relation to the Liv McKenzie character. And if that does turn out to be the case, that's really, really fascinating. Because could it be, we don't know what it could be. Could it be somebody from Liv's family? Could it be somebody close to Liv? You know, whoever's doing this. Now, this is another thing, though, is if it is somebody who's close to Liv, why kill off the rest of the family? And if it does have anything regarding to Liv, why kill off the rest of the family? Like, that's something, another question we have to ask ourselves. If this is related to Liv McKenzie's character, is why would whoever this Ghostface killers are, why would they kill off the rest of her family, especially if they're trying to get revenge for her or for the family in general? You know, so this is going to be a development, obviously, we're going to have to, you know, pay close attention to in the film when it comes out. Another thing to take into account as well is just the newscaster, well, at least the prompter on the newscaster says, on the TV, I should say, it says in a series of stabbings. Well, what that tells us is that there could be potentially, maybe in the opening scene, a series of stabbings that leads us in to the story of Scream 6 and the introduction of our core 4 and all these new characters. Something about that wording, a series of stabbings, really stood out to me. So definitely something to take into account, something to look out for in Scream 6 with this clue that we got here in this poster. The big question I think we're going to ask ourselves going into this movie now is, what will this newscast, this report, will it have anything to do with the Liv McKenzie character? Will it tie in to the Liv McKenzie character? I think that is a big question, even more so now that we got this clue heading into Scream 6. And I'm fascinated to see how it turns out and what this could be. I really do think this could be in relation to Liv McKenzie. But hey, I could be wrong. It's not impossible. You know, obviously I've been wrong plenty of times in life before. But I really got a really good feeling that these McKenzies, this McKenzie family, could potentially be tied in to Liv McKenzie from Scream 5. But okay, everyone, that is it for this video. Leave a comment in the comment section below and let me know your thoughts on this clue in the Scream 6 poster art that we got yesterday. Do you believe that the McKenzie family that is murdered in Scream 6 is tied in with Liv McKenzie, or do you think that this is an entirely new McKenzie family, and whoever Ghostface is, the reason why they targeted him may have some type of connection to Samantha Carpenter and the rest of our characters, or any one of our new characters in Scream 6? Hit the comment section below. You know I always love to hear from you guys and have these conversations. Once again, this is I Shot Him 6 Times YouTube horror movie channel. I'm your host and creator of the channel, Marcus. Be sure to follow me on Twitter,